President Biden recently made a notable attempt to win over black voters in Philadelphia. Speaking at Girard College, a predominantly black boarding school, he expressed gratitude towards this community for helping secure his presidential victory in 2020. Biden emphasized his administration's efforts to improve their lives by highlighting accomplishments like eliminating lead pipes for safer drinking water, reducing pollution near communities, and offering affordable high-speed internet. In his address, Biden launched a strong critique against his main rival, former President Trump. He accused Trump of wanting to tear gas peaceful protesters during the George Floyd demonstrations in 2020. Biden further questioned what Trump's reaction would have been if black Americans had stormed the Capitol on January 6. He suggested that Trump, who called the rioters patriots, would not be proposing pardons if those involved had been black. The protests in Philadelphia following George Floyd's death initially began peacefully but quickly turned violent. Significant damage included defaced statues, looted storefronts, and burned police vehicles. The clash resulted in over a dozen police officers' injuries and prompted a mandatory curfew. Despite the stated intentions of peaceful protest against police brutality, the mayhem that ensued painted a different picture. The White House did not immediately clarify Biden's remarks that these protests were peaceful. As Biden courts black voters, the Republican camp is focusing on other issues, particularly the pandemic response of New York's former governor, Andrew Cuomo. Cuomo has come under fire for numerous missteps, including a directive to nursing homes that exacerbated the spread of COVID-19 among vulnerable populations. Notably, his administration underreported related deaths by over 4,000. Additionally, the state barred workers from wearing masks early on and was slow to close schools, contrary to actions in other cities. New Yorkers are now calling for a thorough investigation into these decisions. Many people view Biden's criticisms of Trump and the Democrats' focus on Cuomo's pandemic response as part of broader political strategies. Biden's points about social programs and infrastructure improvements reflect traditional liberal values, while his criticism of Trump is a clear bid to rally support. On the other hand, Republicans are emphasizing accountability and transparency, particularly regarding Cuomo's handling of the pandemic, providing a contrast to the Democratic focus.